Connecticut may not be large. It's the third smallest state, but this New England charmer is packed with fun things to do and top tourist attractions you won't want to miss. Whether you're a fan of buzzing cities or prefer smaller towns that ooze personality, you won't be at a loss for ways to stay busy during your visit to the Nutmeg State. Head to one of the Connecticut's best beaches for a quiet day by the Long Island Sound window. Shop in Greenwich to a glass house in New Canaan, or get inspired by the art on display at the Yale University Gallery. No matter what tickles your traveling fancy, you'll find it and so much more in Connecticut. Bringing the kids, they'll love the rides at lake compounds, the creations at Wadsworth AUM in Hartford, and the animals at Connecticut's Beardsley Zoo in Bridgeport. The best part: Connecticut's diminutive size makes it easy to spend a long weekend visiting multiple spots. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Connecticut. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe. Subscribe to our YouTube channel for more awesome travel guides, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we publish a new video. So, now let's cut to the chase at 10 Wadsworth AUM. And Wadsworth Athenaeum, Hartford, the country's oldest free public museum. Wadsworth AUM houses more than 50,000 works of art in its Gothic-style building. Particularly impressive are its collections of American arts, especially works of the Hudson River School. Among more than 5,000 American works of art are portraits by John Singleton Copley, paintings by Georgia O'Keeffe and Andrew Uth, and sculptures by Alexander Cer. The European collections feature Italian Baroque paintings, surrealist artists and impressionists, including Claude Monet and Pierre Auste. Renoir. The European decorative arts collection is composed of more than 7,000 pieces, from ancient glass and bronzes to ceramics, from M. Vinen and SRA. The Cabinet of Art and Curiosity Room was inspired by the wealthy Victorian collectors who displayed their treasures in cabinets without labels or curation. These collections mix artworks with natural history and other curiosities. Digital touchscreens provide information that would normally be on labels in a modern 9. Gillette Castle State Park, East Haddam Museum at 9. Gillette Castle State Park, East Haddam. Gillette Castle is one of Connecticut's most unique attractions, designed in the early 20th century by stage actor William Gillette. He was apparently the first to portray Sherlock Holmes. This medieval Gothic structure hides secret passageways, spying mirrors, and other interesting and whimsical elements. While the 24-room castle is the highlight of this attraction, the 184-acre estate is more than worthy of exploration. Perched atop the towering Seven Sisters, the views from above are spectacular, especially if you time your visit for the height of fall's vibrant color show. It is peppered with walking trails that are spotted with wooden trestles and arched bridges. Below lies the sparkling Connecticut River, which you may have crossed if you took the Chisler-Had Line ferry from Chester to reach the 8. Downtown Mystic and the Mystic River Basque Bridge Castle at 8. Downtown Mystic and the Mystic River Basque Bridge. Mystic has been dubbed one of the best places to visit in Connecticut for a variety of reasons, including its landmark attraction, the Mystic River Basque Bridge, dating to 1922. This fascinating feat of engineering joins the east and west sides of Mystic's downtown. Shopping is one of the best things to do once you've crossed the bridge. 8th Street plays host to Mystic and Work, one of the area's most popular stores, selling bracelets, balls, and other items made of knots. Main Street is a treasure trove of goodies of all kinds, and here's my tip: start your morning with a breakfast pastry from Sif Bake Shop. Arrive early at visiting on a weekend, as the line tends to snake its way up the door and down the block. A quick walk, I'm talking 3 minutes, will get you to the bridge, which opens every hour at 40 minutes after the hour between May 1st and October 31st. 7. Lake Compound, Bristol. Fans of thrill rides won't want to miss a trip to Connecticut's best theme park, Lake Compound. Set in Bristol, this 175-year-old venue is the oldest continuously operating amusement park in North America, and boy, is it stock full of fun. This is definitely one of the best tourist attractions in Connecticut for families. Boulder Dash is one of the best wooden roller coasters in the world, while the 65 mph Phobia Fear coaster will exhilarate and likely scare like me every braid rider. We suggest letting lunch digest before boarding these exciting rides. You don't want to see that again. Don't worry, there are less thrilling rides on offer. The Flying Elephant Giant Ferris Wheel and Carousel will please kids and grown-ups like me of all ages, and on-site water park makes it easy to cool down and continue the fun in a more refreshing manner. Plunged down Mammoth Falls in a tube, laze through the river on Croco Nile, or putter around Bayou Bay. Bring water shoes as the ground is rough and can get quite hot during summer. 6. Yale University Museums. New Haven, Yale University is a mining gem set in the center of New Haven. While parts of the city leave a bit to be desired, there are some shady areas, so it's best to stay close to the campus itself. This Ivy League heavyweight brings culture to the forefront of this port town. The Yale University Art Gallery is tucked away just off the main green, home to over 250,000 objects. This is where you'll find masterpieces crafted by the likes of Monet, Deus, and Manet. If you're hankering for dinosaurs, and who isn't, head to the Yale Peabody Museum of Natural History. One of the top tourist attractions in Connecticut. Here, you'll spy everything from fossils to meteorites to Babylonian carved stone divination objects. Among the more than 14 million specimens and objects on display, the Yale campus itself is a tourist attraction with fascinating buildings designed by Eero Saarinen, Franco Ari, and other prominent architects. The visitor center has a video and historical displays. Free student Le Campus tours are offered each morning. 5. The Maritime Aquarium. Norwalk, next up at 5. The Maritime Aquarium. Norwalk's Maritime Aquarium is one of the best attractions in Connecticut for families. In fact, this is the second most visited family attraction in the state. Inside, guests can touch a stingray, oogle river otters, watch sharks feed, or pet a jellyfish, and who doesn't want to do that? Home to 5 female harbor seals, the new 160,000 seal exhibit is unmissable. Guests can view the seals from 3 sides and 2 levels, through floor-to-ceiling, first-floor windows that look directly at the tank, looking up from underwater and looking down from the second floor if the weather cooperates. Visitors can join an educational boat cruise aboard a 60-40 catamaran. Choose whether you'd like to set out on a seal spotting or birding mission, a sunset cruise, or a marine life encounter back on land. Be sure to check out a film at the new 4D movie theater. 4. The Mark Twain House and Museum, Hartford. And now at 4, the Mark Twain House and Museum, Hartford. Samuel Clemens, better known as Mark Twain, and Olivia Libby Clemens moved into their newly built 3-story Hartford mansion in 1874, which was in the height of late Victorian style. A tour reveals some of its innovative modern conveniences, as well as many of the writer's eccentric habits, such as keeping kittens in the pockets of the billiard table, no less. C. Tiffany was one of the designers of the home's interior, which shows many of the exotic decorative influences of the era. Clemens wrote The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and several others of his best-known works while living here. The Victorian Gothic mansion is a National Historic Landmark. Adjacent to the mansion is the restored home of author Harriet Beer Stowe, author of Uncle Tom's Cabin. You can tour the Gothic Revival cottage where she lived from 1873 to 1896. 3. Old Mystic Village, next up at 3. Old Mystic Village. If you're looking for quintessential New England charm, you'll find it in Old Mystic Village. Well, it's the name, isn't it? This open-air mall boasts adorable 18th century style cottages bursting with unique finds. The majority of the 40 shops and eateries are themed, which makes them even more exciting to explore. Flip through the pages of a 2 in Alice's haunted little bookshop add a little sparkle to your neck with jewels from Angel Haven, buy a custom potion from Cloak and Wand. Or spruce up your kitchen with gifts from Kit. Feeling peckish? You're in the right place. In addition to a slew of restaurants, Old Mystic Village boasts shops selling everything from flavored honey to pizza-flavored popcorn to homemade ice cream to handcrafted fudge. My tip: save time for tea at Alice in the Village, especially if you're traveling with little ones in tow. This whimsical spot brings Liz's Carol's Craft Tale, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland to life. The watermelon flavored White Rabbit slush bubble tea is a crowd pleaser. Well, it was for me. To Mystic Aquarium. Mystic Aquarium is the best aquarium in Connecticut. It is home to impressive indoor and outdoor exhibits: beluga whales, a stingray touch pool, shark's touch habitat, a marsh trek, and an animal rescue center hoping to pet a starfish. Well, you can do that, and so much more in the Discover Long Island Sound exhibit. There are so many fun extras offered here that you'll want to carve out even more time for your visit for an additional fee. Guests can book a penguin encounter where they can get nose to beak with one of the world's most fascinating birds, or choose a private training session with a sea lion, a feeding and painting session with stingrays. Yes, they can actually paint. Or a one-on-one session with a harbor seal. Don't miss the California Sea Lion Show at the on-site Foxwoods GRE Center. You're in for a real treat that involves costume changes, original music, and an interesting family-friendly storyline. Other fun attractions include interacting with computer-generated animations in the Wild Arctic exhibits. Here you can actually play virtually with a polar bear and meet a walrus, an indoor dinosaur trail in Jurassic Giants featuring giant animatronic dinosaurs includes Tyrannosaurus Rex, Stegosaurus, and other prehistoric creatures, as well as 4D theaters. My tip: if you're traveling with kids, aim to arrive early. The aquarium opens at 9 a.m. That way you can beat the lines that tend to swell later in the morning and avoid the intense heat that often plagues summer afternoons when hunger strikes. Head across the street to Mystic's other fun place to visit, Old Mystic Village, set on the other side of Clara Drive. The village's charming shops are filled with drool-worthy treats. The drive will take a mere 2 minutes. While crossing this busy intersection on foot can be dangerous. 1. Mystic Seaport Museum. Mystic. And finally, at number 1, Mystic Seaport Museum. Mystic. Once you step foot on the vast grounds of the Mystic Seaport Museum, you'll see why it is deemed one of the top tourist attractions in Connecticut. This impressive spot boasts a working shipyard planetarium, children's museum, Discovery Barn, recreated 19th century seafaring village no less, and a large collection of historic boats. The most famous of these is the Charles W. Morgan, the last wooden whale ship in the world. Climb aboard for an informative tour. You'll see the giant vat where the whale blubber was boiled into oil, and the tiny bunks slept in by the crew. Book a cruise on the smaller passenger boats or rent a rowboat if you're hoping to get out on the water. There's so much to see here that you'll want to reserve at least 2 hours, but we'd suggest more when you get hungry. There are a few on-site restaurants to choose from. Speaking of time, it only takes 5 minutes to drive from the seaport to the Mystic Aquarium, another of Connecticut's most popular tourist attractions. Plan to visit the seaport as soon as it opens at 10 a.m. Grab a quick lunch at one of those restaurants mentioned above, then make your way to the aquarium for an afternoon filled with marine-based fun. Oh, and my tip: planning to visit both the Mystic Seaport Museum and the Mystic Aquarium in one trip, purchase a Mystic Pass. This handy pass offers dramatically reduced admission rates to both attractions. And there you have the top 10 rated tourist attractions in Connecticut. Did you like what you saw? Let us know in the comments down below. Share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more fantastic travel guides. See you next time.